What's up, guys? That's Mr. ThatsMrGodToU here, and I'm bringing you something a little bit different. I'm playing a little bit of the new Backbreaker Demo, and I've been waiting for this game for a really long time, ever since I first heard about it, which was about a year ago, maybe even more, but it just kept getting postponed. I don't know why. I never really heard anything about it, but then I was at the game marketplace just looking for demos, and I actually found it, so I was pretty excited about it. And let me just say, first of all, that the way they start the game with these kickoffs, it just gets you pumped for the game. That camera angle, I don't know, there's just something about it. But this game, it really makes you feel like you're actually a part of it. With the camera angle, it's like a lot closer than it normally would be, and that's good and bad for several different reasons, because like I said, it puts realism into the game, and I don't know, it just really feels good. And look at how I start this off with that little juke move. I think I get like a 27-yard run to start off. But as I was saying, the realism in the game, it just makes you want to keep playing. And at first I had troubles with it, because I think this is like my second game ever playing, and I suck ass at passing, which I'll get into a little bit later. But the camera angle can also be bad, because when you're trying to switch players, you have to press A, and it moves you to the person's, God, fucking talk, the person closest to the ball. And since the camera angle is so close to the players, it kind of shoots you across the field, and you don't really know where you are for like a second or two, and that can lead to like mishaps, like missed tackles or something like that. But after a while, you'll get used to it. And here I still wasn't really that used to it, but I just can't stop playing this game. And the only complaint I have about it is the passing system, because I don't know if I'm just like illiterate or just completely fucking retarded, but I'm used to having to press buttons because of Madden to pass it, but in this it's a right stick, and if you press the right stick up, you do a normal pass, and if you press it down and then rotate it a little bit and then go up, it's a lob pass. And it's just like really complicated, because to change receivers, or your primary receiver who you want to pass to, you have to like press the right stick to the right or left. And once again, since the camera angle is so close, it's just a lot to process in a short amount of time. And I think it's just a lot more complicated as I throw the ball down into the ground, because I'm pressing A, which happens to be the spike button. But it's just a lot more complicated than it needs to be, because I would have much rather they just use the Madden way of passing it and just maybe zoom it out just a little bit and press buttons. But I don't know, that might just be me being a complete retard. But that is my only complaint about this game. Everything besides that is amazingly good. I would highly suggest getting this demo and trying it out for yourself, because at first you'll kind of not really know what to do, and I highly suggest going to the training camp part of it before you actually play a real game. Otherwise you will have no clue what's going on, because it is a really complicated game. But I can't believe I actually forgot to talk about this, but the ragdoll physics in this. If you've never heard of this game, you don't know what its main hook line to the audience is, like in their promos and stuff. And that is that every tackle is different, and they use an engine called Euphoria, and it's basically ragdoll physics, and it takes into account the weight and height of each player and how they connect to each other. And it's really cool, because oh yeah, before I forget, look at this. I intercept the ball, okay, but I go offsides like a retard, and if that wasn't bad enough, I pummel my own teammate in the back, which brings into another account of the realism in this game, is that you can actually tackle your own teammates, which is pretty fucking funny if you ask me. But, God, I completely forgot. Okay, what I was talking about. Okay, so it was about the Euphoria engine, and it just takes everything into account, like all the physics or whatever. But like I said, I highly suggest this game, and I can't wait until it comes out. I'm not even sure when the release date is, but I'm definitely going to get it. And unfortunately, the demo is only go till halftime, but I understand why, because it is a demo and they don't want to give off too much gameplay. But actually, they give more gameplay than most demos do, because you get to choose from 4 teams, you get to play half of a exhibition game, and you get to go through like a training camp to teach you about the game. So now that the review part of this video is over, I figured I would give you a few tips, even though I'm god awful at this game, but it's just for people who are interested in this game and have never heard of it. So basically, RT is to run more aggressively, and that zooms in the camera. So you want to use that only when there's nobody really around you, or you want to get a head start like acceleration. Like I do that aggressive running at the very beginning of the play to get out more, so I can make my move and get a few yards. And LT is to focus, and what that does is it slows down time a little bit, just a little bit, and it's more for split-second decisions or when there's a bunch of people crowded around you. And right here is my one and only good pass of the game. It's a simple out route, and I actually press the right stick instead of A and spiking it, and I break a tackle and I score. And I would have never thought that my first touchdown would be a passing touchdown, because even later in the game I still mix it up and press A and spike the ball. But before I forget, I wanted to give a shout out to a guy named TryHardNinja. He does Modern Warfare 2 commentaries, and they're fucking hilarious. I'm not even lying. You need to check him out, because I would bet money that he's going to have like 10,000 subs really soon. I'm not even joking. It's some of the funniest commentary I've heard in a while. And I'll probably like leave a link in the description or annotation or something. But once again, back to the kickoffs. First of all, I love the music. Here comes the boom. I don't know. It's corny. Yeah, it is. But when you're in the middle of the game, it just gets you pumped. And this game kind of reminds me of a game I used to play when my PS3 broke a long time ago, when I actually had a PS3. I couldn't use the internet for like a week or something. I don't remember exactly. But that game was called Pain. And basically, the goal of the game was just to shoot yourself out of a catapult and do as much destruction as you could. And that doesn't sound anything like this game, but it had the same ragdoll physics, but a much simpler version, of course, because it was made in like 2007, I think. I don't know. But it was just really fun and had the same ragdoll physics. And that's another thing I like about it. But wait. Right here is so fucking funny. Okay, so it's third down. It's a huge play. What's he gonna do? He bombs it deep. No, he spikes it. I press A. I'm so bad at this game, but even though I'm like really terrible at this game, I love it. And I think that's another thing that marks a good game, because I suck at it, but I still like to play it. And right here, I was just fucking around. Even though it's fourth down, I figured why not just go for the Hail Mary and make things interesting. And I actually throw the ball this time, but it's incomplete. And I planned on the timer running out, but the timer stopped, so I had to make one last stop to make sure that they don't tie it. But I just do like a prevent defense, and there's absolutely no way they're going to get it in the touchdown. And that's it, guys. That's the end of the game. And I actually win 7-0, which is a pretty big shock for me. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace.